Marshal Ted said to Charette, well, it's your decision. Don't count that we can bail you out, but we know that you have reached an historic stage, and God protect you.
Eastward, the Arab Legion poised for invasion on the Transjordan border. The rarely photographed King Abdullah reviewed a brigade of reinforcements from Iraq.
Marshall's prediction of war was about to come true. 5 Arab states mobilized on the border, threatening to enter Palestine and crush a Jewish state, if it came into being. For the Jews of Palestine, this was a critical moment. Ben-Gurion was determined to go ahead with or without international support.
I had to act fast. I didn't consult anyone. Today, the British mandate over the land of Israel ends. We declare a Jewish state in the ancient land of Israel. It will be called the State of Israel.
At the same time, the UN's role in Palestine was supposed to end.
When the hands pointed to 6 o'clock, the Iraqi delegate got up and said,
Mr. President, there is a very important matter to consider before we proceed. The time is 1 minute past 6. Indeed, I think it is 2 minutes. The United States delegate, when he came to this rostrum, declared that if by 6 o'clock we cannot arrive at any conclusion, the whole game is up, and I hold that to you, Mr. President, to give us your ruling. The time is past 6 now.
That was about the only occasion when the Iraqi delegate and I have ever agreed on anything. He was full of exuberance because he thought the game is up and now the road is open for the Arab invasion. I felt that the game is up, and that meant that we were free to establish our state without being accused of impinging upon an international decision.
Then the news from Israel arrived.
This government has been informed that a Jewish state has been proclaimed in Palestine, and recognition has been requested by the provisional government thereof. The United States recognizes the provisional government as the de facto authority of the new state of Israel.
Scarcely had the United States pronounced its words of recognition, and almost unnoticed by our own delegation, which was still celebrating our American victory, Andrew Gromyko rose and said that the Soviet Union, which, unlike the Western powers which had abandoned the Jewish people to its dark and fearful fate, the Soviet Union recognizes the State of Israel. And therefore I would say that the issue of Israel's recognition was solved almost miraculously within a few hours of our independence declaration.
After 2,000 years of exile, the Jewish people had a state of their own. But even as they danced, Israel's fate hung in the balance. The day after Ben-Gurion declared the State of Israel, the armies of Egypt, Jordan, Iraq, Lebanon, and Syria invaded. But the largest Arab army, that of Egypt, had only been tested on the parade ground. At its head was the playboy King Farouk.
The king hadn't had any experience of war. Nobody, in fact, had any experience of war, including the commander-in-chief of the Egyptian army, you see. At the time, a euphoria reigned in the Arab ranks. The boys were very pleased with the war. They thought it was a good idea. But they had no idea of the logistics and the problems they were going to face.
Still, the Arab states, with a population of 40 million, looked certain to overwhelm